Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Natasha and this is Life Lately with Natasha. So today I decided, you know what? Let me do a Q&A. I can't assume that, I know that there are some people following me that actually know me, but there's a lot of you out there who don't know me at all. So this is a little Q&A about me, just so you can get to know me better, all right? So this is gonna be a part 1. I like to keep these videos not too long because I know people got things to do, and I know you're nosy, but you ain't that nosy. So anyway, let's start with question number 1. Question number 1, what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Well, fun fact. So I started this YouTube channel somewhere in the early 2000s. I'm gonna have to look at the actual start date. And I was doing videos for a little while because I wanted to showcase Black-owned businesses, and I was doing it for a little bit, but then I fell off. And then I started it again what was I doing? I always had a different reason to start it, just so I can scratch my creative itch, because I'm a creative. I love production. I love shooting and editing and all that stuff. So that's what inspired me. But what inspired me to start it this time and be consistent is, one, again, to scratch my creative itch. And also, when I'm on the road or in the skies and I have layovers, I like bringing you guys with me because sometimes it can get a little lonely out there. So that's what inspired me to start my YouTube channel again and stick with it this time. What's the story behind your channel name? The story behind my channel name is Life Lately with Natasha. Is because I've always thought of my life as being one big adventure. There's always something going on, and I couldn't really narrow down a niche as to what my channel is about. I don't consider myself an influencer. It's not strictly about travel. It's not strictly about makeup. I barely wear makeup as it is. So I figure, you know what? Let me just make it about my life, like life lately, like what's happening, what's going on. And that was basically the story behind my channel name, Life Lately with Natasha. And lately, it's just what's going on. Whatever you see is what's happening lately. What are the 3 words that best describe you? I think the 3 words that best describe me is charismatic, kind, and a thinker. Charismatic, kind, a thinker. I think those are the 3 things that describe me best. Yeah. Where are you from and where do you currently live? I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Currently, I live in Atlanta. But that's gonna change pretty soon. And if you stay tuned, if you subscribe, turn on the notifications, you'll see why. What's a typical day like for you? Wow, a typical day. Okay, so when I wake up, I turn on Good Mornings with Curly Nikki, which is a guided meditation that I do. It's a podcast. I've spoken about her before in a couple of my vlogs. I do that, and then I brush my teeth, wash my face. If I'm hungry, I'll eat. Sometimes I don't eat breakfast immediately. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of, like, this is my off day. Now, for work, I do Good Mornings with Curly Nikki. I get up, I brush my teeth, shower, whatever, get ready for work. But on my off day, typically I'm just hanging out at the crib, catching up on my shows, maybe read a book in my Kindle. It really varies because my days off are very lax, and I like to use that time to really rest, because going up and down in the air can really wear on your body. So my typical day, a lot of times it varies. What do you love most about your current job? Whoa. What don't I love? Okay, one, obviously, I love that I get to travel and see a lot of places, whether it's in this country domestically, because basically I just fly domestically, but that's going to change soon. So that will include international trips. Looking forward to that. What I love most too is engaging with strangers. I love taking care of my passengers. I really do. I enjoy that. I also enjoy the fact that my job is not a regular 9-to-5 job. Like, my day could start at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm done by 10 a.m. Boom, I'm going home. I have the rest of my day. I could go sleep or meet up with a friend or go hang out somewhere. I think I love that the most. The fact that my job is not a regular 9-to-5 job, and while I'm hanging out on the Tuesday in the middle of the afternoon, my friends are working. What's one surprising fact about you? One surprising fact about me is that wherever there's a mirror, whether it's in a department store or in someone else's house, if I walk past the mirror, I have to look. Like, I'm literally like, yeah. I don't know if you want to call that a surprising fact. I think it's a funny fact, but it's a fact. I can't walk past a mirror and not look. I can't. Yeah. Ooh, what are your top 3 favorite hobbies or interests? My top 3 are, I love shooting like this, shooting and editing. I love the production. I love the idea of pulling something together, make something that was nothing and making it something. I love that. I also love hanging out by the beach. I love being near water. I don't know if you consider that a hobby, but it's definitely an interest. And the third thing I would say, the third thing that interests me, I love exploring old towns. What I mean by that is, if I go to a city or a town, I like, the modern stuff is cool, but I love going to the old part, like the original, like where the natives are, and because there's just so much culture and so much history to learn about that city, that town, or that country. So that interests me. So those are the 3 things that interest me. Do you have a dream travel destination? If so, where? My dream, I've been saying this forever. I've been saying this since The Godfather, which is one of my all-time favorite films. My dream destination is Italy. I don't care where in Italy. Venice, Milan, Amalfi Coast, any little Italy, period. That is my dream destination, and I can't wait. I just know that when I finally get there, I'm gonna stand in the middle of wherever and just cry, because I'm just gonna be like in disbelief that I'm there, and I'm just gonna cry of joy, joyful tears. What's the one thing you can't live without? The one thing I can't live without are hugs. Yeah. I just feel like the human touch is so important. It's so important for the development. Have you ever, like, I can tell when a person has never been hugged when they were a child. I can tell. You know, and I think it's just so important to hug people You know what I mean? If it's welcomed, I don't go around just hugging strangers, you know, and invading people's space with permission. I mean, I'll give you a hug, you know, or I accept hugs. So, yeah. Well, that's it for my Q&A part 1. I hope it piqued your interest a little bit about who I am. So I'm going to cut it right now, and I'll see you in the next one for part 2. Is that how you say it?